Hello friends, Perez Hilton here. Thank you for joining me on my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, follow button. If you're not, thank you for coming back. Follow my main channel. I am going to tell a truly epic story of something that just happened to me yesterday. Okay, so my mom walked in on me. Yes, she walked in on me. And I just need to say before I get into the details of it all that every word I am going to utter is true, 100% factual and happened. So often when I watch story time videos, I can just tell that the people are either making up the story completely or exaggerating insanely. This is not one of those instances. I always keep it real. And this video may be one of my most embarrassing videos I've ever made, but hopefully it's not embarrassing. You know what? Because there's nothing really to be embarrassed about, at least on my end. Maybe my mom is going to be more embarrassed, especially if her friends end up watching this. But you know, I've always been a sharer and an oversharer. I was born this way. So, to recap, or just let you all know in case you're not familiar, I am staying with my family in Las Vegas. This is our last weekend. We were put up by Chippendales, thank you, in a really nice Airbnb. And it's got all the bedrooms we need, but it's compact. You know, it's not spaced out. You know, in my house, my mom has her own space that's private, and I've got my own space that's private, and it's just my dream home in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, we also have this lovely lady that comes and cleans. She comes twice a week because one day she'll come and clean my place. The other day she'll come and clean my mom's place and wash my clothes. I'm very spoiled, but I pay for it. So, you know, it's nice to not have to do your own laundry. While we've been staying in Las Vegas, my mom has been doing my laundry for me. Really nice of her. I think also now is a good chance to remind you all of a video I made on this channel. I think either it was early this year or last year, letting everybody know that I have not been intimate, intimate with anybody since February of 2016. Which for gay folk, that is like a decade, okay? It's coming up on 3 years, actually. It's kind of sad and pathetic. It's pathetic. But I think that's a lot by choice because I don't want to be on those apps. I don't want to be drinking and at the bars and trying to hook up with somebody. I don't need that. I got 3 kids, 5 jobs, and I'm happy. Plus, I take care of business, if you know what I mean. That hand gesture was probably not necessary, but this whole video is probably not necessary. It just was so funny and insane. So yeah, I take care of business daily. Not more than once a day, but just once a day. Well, maybe not even once a day. Maybe like on average 6 times a week. Or 5.7 times a week. So almost every single day. But let's just say every day. I definitely was last night. So like I said, this is our last weekend in Vegas. Yesterday, my mom was being very kind and washing my clothes, which she has been doing my whole stay here because she's very kind. And I also pay her, okay? My mom is on salary. She's not just, somebody I put to work. I give her a really good living, pay for her expenses, and just treat her very well. So she was doing that for me, and I was so tired last night that, I wanted to go to bed as soon as I could. So I went to bed, I went up to the bedroom, but I didn't go to bed. And my mom was washing my clothes, and she's like, oh, just wait 5 more minutes and you can take all of them up. I'm like, oh, I'm going to my bedroom now. And she's like, okay, well, then take the rest up tomorrow. That's what she told me. So I took some of the clothes that she had already washed and she had put them on hangers because apparently that's how she does it. Apparently, like t-shirts like this, here's a little tip from washing and drying clothes for Mama Perez. If you don't want to get wrinkles on clothes after you take them out of the dryer, I don't even know, honestly. She may not even put them in the dryer because they still felt a little, maybe she did put them in the dryer, but not very long. I don't know. But my mom swears by this. She puts clothes after they're dried or a little bit wet still on a hanger to let them dry. Anyways, I took some of them on the hanger and I thought, as she said, I would take the rest up today. So I go back to my room and I'm, working, winding down, not really working because it was late and I was exhausted, but I was winding down. And, I thought she was going to go straight to bed because it was really late last night that she was finishing up washing clothes. So because I had a busy day yesterday and I had not had my chance to take care of my business, if you know what I mean, I started to take care of my business. And, oh God, this is totally TMI. Usually when I take care of my business, I like to have visual stimulation. And I also like to take care of business and have it not just be a super quick experience. So I'll usually take care of business and then pause and work, unwind, whatever it is I'm doing, then go back to taking care of business. And anywho, I was in the middle of taking care of business. And then my door where I'm staying at has a lock. It did not even occur to me to lock it because I did not even think my mom would come up because she said she was going to bed and she told me to take up the rest of the clothes today. So, of course, what happens? My mom opens the door and walks in on me. And then I am mortified. I felt like my life flashing before my eyes. And I had to make all of these split-second decisions. Like, what do I do? How do I respond to this? How does she respond to it? You may be surprised by both of our responses to what happened. I thankfully wasn't without any clothes on. I'm trying to be as non-graphic as possible because I really don't want this video to be demonetized. I think there's nothing shameful or wrong about talking about issues of self-health, okay? And self-pleasure is self-health. It's important. If I did not take care of business daily, then it would not be good for my mental health. I would feel really depressed and sad and lonely and like something was deprived or I was missing out on something. So, this, in the way that I'm talking about it, I think is educational, maybe funny, and important. So there you go. Nobody flagged this video. So I had my clothes on. I had just lowered my shorts. And my response was to pretend nothing was happening. So I did not even acknowledge what just happened. And my mom's response was the exact same. She just pretended that nothing happened. And what's so funny is I don't know if an American mom would have responded the same way, but this whole approach or theory of ignore it, don't address the elephant in the room, don't ask, don't tell, that's a very Latino thing because when I was a teenager, I think I may have shared this story before. When I was a teenager, my junior year of high school, I went on an overseas international trip to Spain. And when I came back, I came with me carrying a bunch of, adult material. I think I might have made a video about this before. I don't know. My brain can't keep track of all the videos I've made. I posted so many videos on this channel. So I came back with all of these videos and I was petrified going through customs that I would be detained because I was underage at the time. I was not 18 yet. And when I went away to college, my sister found all these old videos of mine because she was snooping around my bedroom. Snooper, not cool. So then my sister told my mom, And my mom just never brought it up with me, never addressed it, pretended like it didn't happen. So this is a recurring theme in my life. And now that I'm an adult, I'm happy to keep that going, actually. Like, I don't need to address this with my mom unless now she watches my video and brings it up. And I'm just going to assume that something like this might happen with me and my son and me and my daughter. And I wonder, should I address it with them if that happens in the future? If you're a parent and you're watching this video and this has happened with a child of yours, have you brought it up? I mean, maybe if like my child was really young, like 14, then I would be like real positive about it and be like, it's okay. That's totally normal. And it's no big deal. Let's just, accidents happen. Let's maybe like actually, no, I don't want to put a towel on the door. I don't want to know. I'll just be like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. Accidents happen and erased from my mind. So yeah, so that's what happened last night. It was a wild night. This is one of the best videos I've ever made. This is so me. This is so me. Anyways, has anything really embarrassing like this happened to you? If it has, let me know in the comments section below. Have your kids walked in on you? Oh my gosh. I didn't even think of that. Thankfully, in Los Angeles, I always lock my door. Always. So that doesn't happen. So yeah, this is just, it was just like the perfect confluence of like things. Anyways, I gotta stop talking. You know the drill, my friends. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, share, subscribe to this channel. I post videos every day. Subscribe to my main channel, follow me on Instagram, get a cameo, and I love ya. Mwah. Bye.